Hey, Bill Reineke with BillsWorkAtHomeBusiness.com, and I just want to take a minute and just kind of challenge you a little bit. And so I want to ask you, what kind of investment in assets are you making in your home business? And so you might be thinking, when you think of assets, are we talking about computers? Are we talking about a new printer? And so that's kind of where our mind goes when we think about assets in our home business or our small business. And so the assets I'm talking about are primarily for online and brick and mortar type businesses, but the assets I'm talking about are not the tangible, the real life type of assets. They're the assets that add to our business and really give it that foundation. Things like videos. This video I'm making right here is an asset for my business. And the more videos that I make with good content in them adds, kind of builds to the assets I have for those for my business. And the more of those assets I have, the more value that is there. I don't know if you can really equate a dollar sign on there necessarily, but when people come to my website or come to my channel at YouTube, I have a lot there to offer them. So these are assets, and assets are things that offer people value, and they're not something that so much bring value to your company, but I like to look at it as the other way, is it's something that people can benefit and draw value from. It sure definitely adds value to your company, but I like to think about, what am I giving to people? And so this video here is an encouraging video. It's one that I want to provoke thought about your business, and what you're doing in that, in the way of creating assets. So every video, every blog post, everything I do has a purpose, and I want to set people in action. And so, people talk about call to actions, and we often think of, pulling out a credit card and making a purchase, but when I do a video or a blog post or do anything, I always have a call to action in there, and the call to action today is to think about what you're doing in the way of creating assets for your company. The other thing about that I want to bring up and ask you is, when you're creating assets, how often do you do it? That's a real important thing. If you're creating an asset once in a while, once a month, here and there, that really doesn't bring the value or offer value to your customer the way it needs to. So I like to add assets daily to my business, and I've got a few blog posts, and so I'm adding assets somewhere every day. And sometimes I don't, I will get away from a particular blog and I may not add something in there for a while, but I'm doing something to add value or to my business, to my websites, that offers value in turn to my customers. And so that's important. But along with saying that, I take a day off every week, and for me it just happens to be Sunday. It's a family day. And then this last weekend was a 3-day weekend, so I took the Monday off and spent it with my family. That's important. And so when you do that, don't beat yourself up. And while it does break the routine a little bit, it's important, because the reason that you have a business, the reason you're doing this, can't be just to make money. It's got to be for your family. And if we don't learn how to spend time with our family while we're building the business, then when that day comes when it's built, we're going to have a hard time adjusting to that family time and spending time. So we need to really build that in. You can build a business anytime, but you know what? It's those moments with your family, you can't get those back. So take advantage of that, take care of yourself, and you'll find that it's a lot more productive to building assets for your business. You'll be more fresh, you'll be more energetic, and you'll enjoy it more. So be good to you, be good to your family, and most of all, be good to your business and your customers by adding assets on a regular basis, daily, or at least mostly daily, or most days. And then just ask yourself, how often do you do it? What would you need to do to get on a better schedule, and start doing it? So until the next time, God bless you. Have a wonderful day.